together in the Big Tuna. You don't even give her a paddle, you just let her lounge back, relax all day long in the beautiful river. Alright guys, Gregory here representing the entire Jackson Kayak team to show you another really cool product we're about to put on the market for you guys to check out. It's the new Big Tuna Kayak. Seriously, my brain is about to hurt even thinking about doing this promo video because it's so versatile. It's going to take so long to do, but we're going to try to do it as fast as we can. The reason why it's so versatile is because it's a solo kayak, as you see it here, or it can be a tandem kayak or even 3 or 4 people in it. So it's real versatile. You've got a high-low seating at every seat position. You can face forward, backwards. So really there's over 110 combinations of seating positions in this boat, believe it or not. So now you understand why my brain hurts, but let's get to it. All right guys, you ready for the Big Tuna time? Taylor, Thomas, you ready? Yeah? All right, we're gonna take the Big Tuna out, maiden voyage. I got my niece and nephew, Thomas and Taylor here, and the entire crew, the entire Gregory family is all here. Right now we're going to show you real quick the live bait well. Pull it up for us, Taylor. Just go ahead and pull it out. Let's show people what we have down here. Oh, we have 4 nice big shad. So we're going to see what we can do. Maybe catch some fish, but most importantly, we're going to have a good time. Right, guys? Right. Big tuna all the way. Let's go.
Having fun.
You just lay it down here. You're good.
Big tuna, awesome.
All right, we're out of here, guys. Alright guys, so as usual, we're going to start with the bow. As you notice, it cuts in pretty sharp, pretty hard here. Not quite as hard as the Cuda, but more than the Coosa. What that's going to do is allow it to be a better all-around kayak for different water types. So the Cuda is very, very specialized for flat water, lakes, ocean, inshore, speed and tracking. The Coosa is a little bit more loose, maneuverable for the rivers. But the Big Tuna, it's pretty much right between the two. Alright, so maybe you've noticed standard on all of the Jackson fishing kayaks, we've got rod stagers, and that's what these grooves are right here on the Big Tuna. So you just need somewhere for your rods to stage in between casts, or maybe you make a few casts with one rod, a few with the other. This is a good place to put them and pick them right back up real quick and easy. However, there's times where you come to the real tight areas, maybe some overhanging limbs and mangroves, wherever you may be fishing, you'll need to use the rod tip protector, and that's what this is here. What you do is just simply stick your rod, lure right in there, make it to that little tight area that you may need to get through, and then once you get on the other side, just pull it back out and get back to fishing. A lot of times you're landing really big fish, and one other feature I love about the rod tip protector is that we now have a groove where the bungee spreads out nice and wide, where you can stick your paddle right underneath there. Now it's just going to lay alongside of you, and you can land those big fish on the left and the right. You don't have to worry about your paddle going anywhere. Another quick note about the rod tip protector is you can pull it off for stacking kayaks. Say you're loading a couple kayaks and you don't want to flatten it out. It's one option. The other thing you might want to use this for is if you've got a passenger up front and you want to put some gear up here, they want to bungee some tackle boxes or some little dry bag, whatnot. Of course, they actually have a little spot here in the day hatch. They can stow some snacks and whatever else they want. So that's kind of the rest of the rod tip protector and the day hatch. Alright guys, so we've really been putting these boats to the test the past few days, and I've really fallen in love with it as a solo boat. And I'm only 5'8", 155 pounds soaking wet, and I love it. It's super stable. Obviously, we've got a very, very big weight capacity. You can see it's a large boat at 14 foot 1 inches long and 35.5 inches wide. It's got a weight capacity of 575 pounds. So if you need a lot of gear and cargo, or you're just a big guy and want that extra stability, this is the boat for you. So the Big Tuna, as you can imagine, has big stability. And I'm gonna let my brother-in-law, Rich Butler, talk about that. But basically you wanna just grab your stand assist handle, which comes standard on all Jackson fishing kayaks. Pull yourself up. Of course, this boat's plenty stable enough for me. Let's see what Rich has to say about it as a bigger guy. All right, so now I'm with my brother-in-law, Rich Butler. He's been in the Big Tuna solo today. We've had 2 and 3 people on the boat all day long now. He's been in it solo. And how's it going so far?
I love it. I love it. I feel like I'm on a pontoon boat. It's really stable, and I'm a big boy, so we need a big tuna for the big boy.
There you go, man. You heard it here. So in most solo kayaks, you have a large hatch in the front. In this boat, because it's an option tandem, you have a large kind of tank well area, which you could obviously put a dog here, you can store extra gear here, whatever. We actually have some side bungees that'll hold in your tackle boxes if you just need more space for tackle. You can even pull these off. And if you got a dry bag or something you want to stow up here, some camping gear, spin these around and bungee them in. Nice and snug, so it'll hold your gear up under there. So that's the front tank well. Now the Big Tuna comes in a rudder or non-ruddered version. Right now, I'm in the ruddered version. As you can see, it's real simple. Move your feet back and forth, and it'll move the rudder behind you, and you can steer hands-free. Okay, so of course, you want to use a rudder if you're drifting in the wind to help control your drift along a bank or what have you, and inshore or on a lake or whatever. But it's real simple to control. You just pull it, flips it down, lock it back into place, let your feet do the work. Easy enough. All right, one of the most unique features about the Big Tuna is the hatch right in the middle in between your legs. It can be turned into a live bait well that requires no electricity and no plumbing. All right, so the live bait well in the Big Tuna is actually called the tuna tank. And this is how it works. Right now I've got it actually in the low position. You can push the tank down or up. Now obviously this tank using no electricity, no plumbing works on how much weight you have in the boat. So it's based on the water line. Since I don't weigh a whole bunch, I actually have to shove this thing down a little bit when I'm having a big fish in it like I have now. Of course, if I just have bait in there, it's not a big deal. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Pop it out here real quick, lift it back up. Lifting it back up, you would just bungee it here, bungee it here. This is kind of how it would look, just as an example. It would look like that. That's why it's nice that it can drop down low, which gives you the ability to carry bigger fish. So keep that in mind when you're out there, you got a big fish like this, treat them right. Drop it down all the way low, so then she can have a lot of water. You'll also notice on my tuna tank, I've painted it gray, light gray color to help, really show up my live bait or fish like this. You'll get one that comes black with your boat. You can paint it, do whatever you want. Hopefully soon we'll be having an accessory that'll come out that will be a lighter color. And so look for that in the near future. Pretty nice fish. Pretty fat, healthy fish here. We'll get to that later. Right now I'm going to show you how it can also be dry storage if you don't want to use it as a live bait well. So to lift it up, we've got our cooler accessory in here, which I used yesterday with Vanessa on the water. That was a lot of fun. I'm here with my friend Vanessa. We've been on the water all day long today in the Big Tuna. She's been able to read a little bit, take it easy, get some sun, right? And then I've got to do a little bit of fishing, which of course is good for me. That was a lot of fun. Real good place to put snacks and drinks, whatever you want like that. Maybe even some small fish can fit in there nicely on some ice. But you also have plenty of room in here, as you can see, for gear, whatever you want. All right, so I'll tell you what, we came over here in the regular seating position, but I mean, quite honestly, I'd like to see your face a little bit more, your beautiful face. I mean, who wouldn't, right? Come on, seriously. So I'm gonna turn you around in the FaceTime seating position, Vanessa.
Hey.
So we can have a little conversation. I'll just paddle us the rest of the way back. You just take it easy, finish that chapter. All right, so sorry to interrupt your book reading there, Shawnee, but I'm here with my cousin Josh, fiance Shawnee. You guys have been in the Big Tuna now for about a half an hour. You look like you're having a good time. Is this true? Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's been great, you know. I get the best of both things. I get to do a little fishing, hang out with my fiance.
Exactly, you're in the FaceTime seating, so what do you think about that? You get to have a little romantic time on the river with your fiance, not too bad, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He gets to do all the work. I'm reading a book.
Yeah, what a guy doing all the work.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Good investment for a young man.
Good investment, I like it, man. Well, let's invest our way on down the river. Here's some thunder. Let's grab some lunch. Thomas,
Thanks.
sandwich for you. A little cutie clementine for you, Taylor. Who wants a drink? Anybody? Thirsty? Cool. You know, that's the Big Tuna tank. It's very versatile. It's got the cooler as well as turning into a live bait well, dry storage. That's what this entire boat is about, versatility. Whether it's the different people you take in the boat, the different species of fish that you fish for, it's just the most versatile boat on the market. The hatch cover is a perfect place to put your tackle boxes. All right, so one of the most distinct features of Jackson Kayak fishing boats is the high-low seating. Right now, I'm in the high position. I love this position not because it's the most comfortable, but actually because the tackle storage right underneath the seat, so easy to access. Boom, there's my tackle, easy enough. And if you do want to drop your seat down to a low position, you still have an easy way to store your tackle right on the sides of your boat with this bungee that runs right along the deck anywhere. So you put the bungee, put your tackle there, not in your way at all. And I love it. No matter which position you're in this boat, whether it's this one or the other 110 options, you're always gonna have a place to put your tackle. And of course, we still have a paddle holder on the side of the boat as well. As you can see, paddle here. Stretch that same bungee that you use to bungee in your tackle boxes over and around. Hold your paddle in, no problem. Or you can even use this to hold some fishing rods. So I'm gonna lay this alongside. Do the exact same thing. You can stretch over both of them. On the rear, we have another actual rod bungee to stow your rod down securely on the side of the boat. And you could use a number of these bungees all over the entire kayak. I mean, they're positioned everywhere really to give you options to stow your rod safely. And again, this is the same removable elite seat that other Jackson Kayak fishing boats use. And all you do is simply undo this and you'll access the underside pocket of the elite seat. Store your pliers. What else do I have in here? I keep my hook sharpener here. A lot of people don't sharpen hooks as often as they should, so that's just free, by the way. Scissors, whatever else, so nice little pocket there. Take advantage of it. Now, because the seat is in the solo position, this actually frees up an area back here that's pretty much like a standard tank well in a solo fishing kayak. Right now I've got my waterproof camera case in there. As you can see, I'll take it out. You can see the room we have. I've got these side pocket accessories on there. Really good accessory to buy on this boat. Real handy. You can pop them on, pop them off here, whatever. You've got a side like drink holder groove that's chiseled out here, you can see. And you've got the standard rear utility pocket on Jackson Kayak seats. Store all this extra tackle. I like to use it for my soft plastic lures, but put whatever you want back there. All right, currently standard on all Jackson fishing kayaks, flush mount rod holders. Good place to put your net, fishing rod, sometimes even your camera mount. So even though in the solo position, we lost our front hatch in this boat, no problem. We've got the front tank well, plenty of storage room there, but we still have the rear large hatch. And that's gonna be a great place to store all kinds of camping gear when you take those long overnight trips. And just like the Coosa and the Cuda, you can get your fishing rods down inside here for safe storage. Just like so. All right, now because the Big Tuna is such a a good all-around boat, we want to be able to use it in the rivers. So we've incorporated the drag chain system from the Coosa, but yet we have the rudder option still that you see on the Cuda. So it's pretty neat. You can actually have this rudder, and the reason we've done this, and how we've done it actually, is that we put a hole right here in the back of the big Tuna where the drag chain can go down, yet you can still use that rudder whenever you want, so you can alternate either one. So again, just like the Coosa's drag chain, it's the same system on the big Tuna. Just get a small Flexi brand dog leash, a 16-foot length. Hit the release. After you run your line, of course, through your deck eyes here, and your drag chain just zips right on down to the bottom of the lake or river, wherever you're at. It slows you down, it keeps you tracking straight. You can focus on fishing instead of paddle correcting all day long. All right, so another thing we've got on the big Tuna that you'll see on other Jackson fishing kayaks is the paddle stager groove. Simply put your paddle in this groove right here. It's gonna stay and hold you there. You can stand up and do some fishing. And then of course, when a big gust of wind comes up, the paddle's not going anywhere because it's in your paddle stager groove because you bought a Jackson Kayak Big Tuna. Okay guys, we finally made it to the takeout on the big family trip. And I'm here with my sister, Karis, and she was just telling me something really cool that she loves about the big Tuna, and actually it applies to all the Jackson fishing kayaks. So, Karis, tell me a little bit more about what you were telling me a minute ago.
All right, well, you know, Drew, I've got 4 people in my family, 2 kids. I have a lot of stuff. So my favorite thing by far about the big Tuna is all the storage space. I can take out this seat, sit it up on the shore.
Nice, very nice.
Relax, watch my kids play in the sand.
I had no idea you could do that. I had no idea. You could take these seats out? Seriously? I had no clue.
It's the best feature.
Really?
It's completely relaxing. I've got all their toys. Goggles, shovels, buckets, drinks, snacks, water guns. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could fit in this boat.
Well,
so I sit out here and relax while they play, have a great time. My husband's fishing on the beautiful river.
I don't know completely what you're going through, but I do have the kids occasionally. I've watched them. My niece and nephew Thomas and Taylor, I have watched them for a day or two, and they do have a lot of stuff. They do create a lot of mess and havoc, and this seems like the perfect boat to handle it all. So
it's a great family boat.
All right, guys, another big Tuna success story. We'll catch you next time.
Hey, most of it would be about how much fun it was hanging out with me, right?
Yeah.
True.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, Tangerine?
Yeah.
First, there's not even any sandwiches in here, man. Look, this is bullcrap. What happened?
Seriously.
It's past lunchtime. We've eaten everything.
There's just suntan lotion and little oranges, man. What the hell is this crap? This is insane, dude.
What are y'all keeping it cooler?
Give me half of your sandwich, man.
Oh, look, there's a little.
I want half of this sandwich before I go any further with this helping you. This is awful. It's cold. The water is cold. Grab this, man. That was an accident. That wasn't even funny. That wasn't even funny.
That's what happens if you don't buy the big tuna.
That's right. You fall right. Deep end.